Welcome to Hairy Steve's workshop.
Hello, it's Hairy Steve back in the workshop, and today I'm going a little bit off my normal radio controlled subject by doing a little bit of wargame content. Now this is the relatively new Kroot hunting pack box set for the Tau army, which I bought about a month ago when it first released, and I've been waiting for some of the other models in the range to come out, which they now have. I mean, technically they haven't yet, they won't be available for a couple of weeks, but perks of working in a shop. So here we have a Trail Shaper, here we have some Hounds, and here we have a Lone Spear. So I'm going to open them up and have a look inside the kits, and then we'll do a cost comparison of what's in the Kroot hunting pack now that we know the prices of all the individual models as well, and we'll see if the hunting pack is worth getting or not, and we'll discuss the prices on these new models as well. So let's get on with it. Right, I think we're going to start with the Trail Shaper. Now this is one of the 3 Shaper figures which they do, which are basically like Kroot squad leaders. There are 3 versions. There's the Trail Shaper, and then in the Army hunting pack there's a War Shaper and a Flesh Shaper, and they've all got slightly different abilities. So let's open it up and have a look. I think the instructions were originally in one piece, but I appear to have, amputated them. It's a fairly straightforward figure. There's only 4 steps to its building, and one quite small sprue of parts, plus a 30mm base to put it on as well. I'm just going to switch over to phone mode. Get some close-up footage, because my phone is much better at close-up footage than my Insta360. So it's got some nice detail on all these parts. I mean, these are all the new Kroot stuff is brand new tooling, so it's all really clean moulding. Loads and loads of detail. I'll just turn that around. Yeah, really nice moulding, lots of detail, and you can see it's very nicely made. A lot of detail on that little kit. So that's the Trail Shaper. As I say, all of the Shapers, all 3 Shapers have different abilities. If I remember correctly, this one's got, it's something like a redeploy ability before the game starts, and if your unit is being targeted, then they can retreat into cover or something like that. I'll have to have a look at the rulebook and see exactly what he does. But that's the first one. I forgot the base. Right, on to the next one, which I think we'll have a look at the Hounds. There we go. So you've got one slightly larger sprue of parts with 5 Hounds on it, 5 bases which are 27.5mm bases, and again, a small booklet with the instructions in it, and this one's actually got the data sets. I wonder, hold on. This one hasn't got the information for the character on, but the Kroot Hounds has, so it tells you what their movement is, what their attacks are, etc. So again, there's fairly basic instructions. So for each of the 5 hounds, there's only 2 steps involved with making it, and there's about 4 parts on each one. So they should go together pretty quickly. I think the most, yeah, one of them's got 5 parts, the rest have all got 4. So I'll just switch over to my phone again, get a few close-ups. There we are. So that's a close-up of the sprue for the hounds. So there are 5 hounds in this set. I think they all have to be built as is. There don't seem to be any options for different heads or anything like that. But there again, they're all brand new tooling, very nicely made, lots and lots of detail. I think the backside of the mould is just basically there. Oh, there's some detail on their heads on the other side, but most of this will be never seen because it's all the internal parts there. But yes, very nicely made. So that's the hounds, and I'm back in the box in a minute. Right, and then the last one is the lone spear, which is quite an interesting one. Because he's mounted on this, I think it's called a calamandra or something like that, this weird sort of chameleon-y type lizard. Because most of the Kroot models, like the Kroot carnivores, the hounds and the Krootox, are all basically the same evolutionary species in the lore of things. So this one isn't. This one's a different species which has got a Kroot guy riding around on it. Anyway, I'm waffling now. So it's got quite a large oval base, which is too long for my ruler. So yeah, it's 90 by 55-ish millimeter oval base, and then a single quite large sprue, and then we've got the instructions here. Now this one's got various options for different weapons for the rider figure. So you can have him set up with a scope and a long range sniper rifle, or you can have him set up with these sort of explosive spears. And again, it's all on the back there, there's a list of all of his stats. So there's quite a few parts to this little kit. Let's have a look. Oh, I see. So the lizard itself has actually got a couple of different head options. So you can have him looking in 2 different directions. You can change his front leg there as well. Looks like you can, yeah, it's different parts to his head. So there's a few options for that. So that's quite nice. So you can build 2 or 3 of these and have them all in different poses. And then the actual figure on the top looks like the main body of the figure is the same for both, and he's got a different head and arms depending which version you're building, so you might even be able to magnetise him. So that's quite neat. So let's have a look close up with the old phone camera. Okay, so that's the sprue with all the parts on it for the lone spear. So I mean, the surface texture on the lizard's legs is really nice. It's all sort of scaly and mottly like a chameleon would be. And there's one head option there. And there's the Kroot's head. There's two options for the Kroot's head, so you've got two pieces there. And as is standard with Games Workshop, all of their new tool stuff is really nicely moulded, and it's lots and lots of detail. So there's the sniper rifle and the scope, and then those are some of the spears, and there's one of the explosive tipped spears. These have actually got pretty good anti-tank really for a Kroot. They don't usually have very good anti-tank. But yeah, very nicely moulded. So that's the lone spear, and I can see these getting used in games a lot because they've got quite a few unusual rules, and he's also got the lance keyword and extra attacks. So the Calamander itself can do damage with its claws, in addition to whatever damage the Kroot guy riding it would do with his lance. And the lance keyword, if I remember correctly, it gives an extra 1 AP if you charge somebody. But I'll have to look into my rules. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's something along those lines. Basically, if you charge into an enemy and hit them with your melee weapon, it does extra damage or extra AP. Whereas if you're already tied up in combat, it just does the standard damage, which is still strength 4, AP -1 and damage 1, which ain't too bad. Yeah, so the spear weapon, the sort of chucky javelin-y things, are assault and blast, and the rifle is heavy and precision, so if he stays still he's got more chance to hit. And that's AP -2, strength 6, damage 3, that's not bad. And the blast weapon, the spear, D6 attacks, 4+, strength 10. See what I mean? That's not bad for a Kroot. And then AP -2, damage 2. So if you get lucky and roll a 6 and you're targeting something with a bit of armour, that could hurt. But that's going back in the box for the minute as well. I'll tell you what is nice, that they've put these, I've just noticed, these little raised spikes on the sprue here. I don't know if that's intentional, but it will support the box and stop it from getting crushed and damaging the parts. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but if it is, nice one. So, you can go back in there. So that's the 3 new kits for the Kroot range. As I say, these are not available for general sale until 15th, I think, of May. I'll just check that. No. 18th of May, I think. But as I say, I work in a shop and we keep Warhammer stuff in, so I managed to get them early, which probably is a little bit naughty, but never mind. At least you get to see what they're actually like, which is good. The other thing I just wanted to quickly talk about is pricing. Now, the Trail Shaper is £21, the Hounds are £25 for a box of 5, and the Lone Spear is £32.50. They aren't included in the hunting pack box. Now, the contents of the hunting pack box, now we know that the hunting pack box is £135, and that comes with the limited edition codex and data cards. Now, I've looked up the prices of everything that's in that pack. So, you get 2 squads of carnivores at £32.50 each. You get a flesh shaper at 21 quid. You get a war shaper at £22.50. You get 3 rampagers, which is £37.50 for the box of 3. And you get a Krootox rider at £27.50. Now that lot combined is $173.50 just for the kits. That doesn't include the doesn't include the codex and the data cards. I can't remember off the top of my head how much the codex and data cards are on their own. They're usually about 30 quid for the codex and about 20 quid for the data cards, or thereabouts. So you're getting over 200 quid at the stuff for £135, which is pretty good. And it is a limited edition codex and data cards. They've all got a nice blue metallic foil around the edges and stuff like that, which may not interest some people, but you know. And also, for about the last 6 weeks, that's been the only way of getting the new codex, and to be fair, that's coming out with these, so it's still not available yet on its own, but it will be soon. So yes, I just thought I'd do a quick video about that. I know it's a little bit off my normal subject range. As you can see, I mostly do RC stuff, as you can see by all these bits of digger in the background. If you're new to my channel, I do mostly RC stuff. I'm working on a 14th scale model digger at the moment, and I will be doing some more wargaming videos in the future as well. I've got all these models to build here. I've got the hunting pack set to build. I've got a far sight over there that needs building, and I've got quite a lot of tower stuff upstairs, which some of it I've built and not painted yet, and some of it I haven't built at all. So I will get around to doing all of that at some stage as well. It's going to be a busy few months, I think. But yes, that will sort of conclude this video for the moment. If you like what I do here, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more wargaming related content in addition to, or possibly even instead of, RC related content, then please let me know. There should be a link to my YouTube channel, my Facebook page in the description when YouTube finally decides to let me actually put it in there. But in the meantime, just have a look on Facebook for Hairy Steve's Workshop and you should find me. And I look forward to doing another video on this subject in the future. Right, bye for now.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what I do here, please subscribe to my channel. There are also some more videos for you to watch on screen, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.